2026, this year, July, America turns 250 years old. 250 years since a small group of rebels challenged the most powerful empire on earth, England, today. But here's the question no one's asking. Will the next 250 years be stronger or weaker? The answer depends on what the Americans choose to do today. We are in a war at the time, and there's a lot of other issues at home. I'm recording in Europe, of course, as an American, but still following everything that is transpiring. And, well, let's see what happens. Let's go. Hey friends, Nate here again. Welcome back to my channel. Wise Image Strategies, thought of the day. And we're going to be celebrating the 2.5 centuries the United States became something truly remarkable. The world's strongest economy, one of the most powerful military forces, a nation that attracted dreamers, builders, inventors, pioneers from every corner of the planet. America became proof that freedom, opportunity, and hard work could create a society unlike anything the world has ever seen in modern times. Of course, in the ancient times, there was Babylon, Egypt, and ancient Rome and Greece. Now, it's the United States. The foundation of this country was revolutionary. The Constitution, designed not for kings, but for the people. A system built on the belief that individual freedom and responsibility were the keys to a strong nation. The founders believed that if citizens stayed united and grounded in faith and moral values, America could become a light to the entire world. Light to the nations. You can read that in the Bible also as far as light to the nations. Anyway, the United States is a mixed culture and country. At the center of this revolution was George Washington. He wasn't seeking power or glory. In fact, after the war, he could have easily become a king. But Washington believed deeply in the idea of a free republic. He believed America should be governed by its people and not ruled by a crown. That decision shaped the future of the entire nation. Now, we're titled the United States of America. Yet today, many Americans feel something is changing. I've been feeling it for the last 20 years, to be honest. But over the last 20 years, political and cultural division has grown deeper than many people really expected or even realizing it. Families are divided, communities are split, social media and media organizations, so news organizations and political forces often amplify conflict instead of unity. They're pushing this division. Our younger generations are growing up without understanding the history of the country and the struggles that built this country. If they do not learn the history, then they would only create more division. If the school system would stay neutral and just open up all of the interesting informations about the mixed cultures we have right in the United States, Caucasian people to your dark brown people and everything in between. If they're people coming from a Spanish or Latino background, an Asian background, a Jewish background, a Muslim background, a Christian background, doesn't matter. It's all united into one. Now, I don't want to leave anyone out. Also, there are Russian Americans. I have a lot of good Russian friends. Let's talk about leadership. In times of uncertainty like now, leadership is very critical. Many Americans, like myself, believe that President Donald Trump brought a different type of leadership to Washington. He's not a career politician, and most of you and a lot of people do not like him. I like him because I had a personal experience with him. I worked for him, and he elevated my position, helped me out in the casino marketing area, and I have not experienced anything negative with my own personal experience from him. He's helped a lot of, as you would say, Black or brown Americans, as well as Latinos. I mean, if he's a womanizer in the past, you know, he's an alpha. I'm also a man. I'm not perfect, and neither are you. So I believe he's doing a good job for now. We'll see what the future brings. He speaks about God. He's one of the only leaders on the market or in our planet who speak about God and respect for God. And no matter the religion, one other thing I want to add, because, you know, everyone's talking division in this United States. I myself have different cultures. I may be brown, dark brown, or chocolate brown, however you want to describe it, but I have different cultures inside of myself. I have European culture in me, African culture, Middle Eastern culture, and what else I got? European, I said, and South American. So, you know, our family, from my grandfather, great-grandfather, alone on my mother's side, there's no way that I can have any type of prejudice against anyone for their religion or their ethnic background. Now, the real power of the United States are the people, you, me, and all the rest. As I said, from history, we can see the real power didn't come from a George Washington alone or a Donald Trump alone. It comes through you and me, the workers, the family, the children, the entrepreneur, soldiers. I served also my time 6 years. I didn't have that technology that they have today, though. When Americans remember that they share the same country, the same freedoms, and the same future, the division begins to fade. It becomes one nation under God, no matter what your religion. Even if you don't have a religion, if you believe in Buddhism, if you're Muslim, Christian, or Judaism, America was founded under Christian values. I'm not a Christian, but I believe that that the United States and Europe, if you would put into a spiritual territory, America is a Christian-based or Judeo-Christian-based society, the daughter or has somehow sprung out of Judaism. But as we see here, people are free to practice their belief. In our family, we were the last, I would say, at least 70 years, Democrats. We were part of the Democratic Party. And I have to be honest, I didn't find Bill Clinton so bad. Okay, he was also a guy who really loved the chicks. For me, it's not a matter of just staying a Republican either, because there were a lot of Republicans I didn't really like. I'm on the team of the liberals, or I'm on the team of the conservatives. It's actually the people's team. I like the United States because for what it stands for. Independence, stand for that which is right. Stand united under the Constitution. Freedom and justice for all. Okay, guys, At this part here, I'm going to bring on some of our merch as we have here. We're going to have a limited collection of mugs, hoodies, shirts, and a few other items honoring America's 250-year anniversary. And if you'd like to celebrate with some of this merch that we have, there's plenty of things on the market, but I think you'll like ours. So grab yourself something in the link below, and I hope you enjoy it. I toast the 250 years of America. I toast you. I toast that we come together as a nation first, united nation, and then maybe through us, with our united nation, we can unite the world and all be one humanity across the globe. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Still working to make it better for you. Cheers. Prosit, L'chaim, all the good stuff, the good words. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.